The sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
Bulldog Sports page brought to you by Kaufman and Lynn Injury Attorneys. Hello, Mike Bianchi.
Hello. We have a new college head coach who's never coached before. Bill Belichick, the hoodie, coming to college football. It was announced last night he's the new coach at North Carolina. I thought this was just like some ridiculous speculation, but it's happened. It has happened. The 72-year-old Bill Belichick is going to coach North Carolina. Got a 5-year contract. Wow. I don't know if I like this hire, but if you're North Carolina, you've been irrelevant for most of your existence. Now you're relevant. I don't know if this is going to work, but I sort of admire North Carolina for thinking out of the box a little bit here.
I knew this was going to happen because, I was watching my boyfriend, Pat McAfee, and he had, he has Belichick on, I think it's every Monday, and he was like, I heard you were in 5-hour interview on Sunday. Why would he be doing that? So, yeah, I could see it coming, and then, and the way that he was acting, he's like, well, I don't want to put all my cards out there. But if you had a kid going to play football and they could go play for Bill Belichick, that says huge things. Plus, you have Michael Jordan as a donor. Come on.
I don't know. Again, it's going to be interesting. It really is going to be interesting. I'll tell you what, though. Even though it's not a conference game, UCF's game against North Carolina on September 20th next season at the Bounce House, that's going to be the hottest ticket on UCF's home schedule now. I'll tell you that. Mm-hmm. So
I'm skeptical at best of this whole thing working out.
I'm skeptical I'm skeptical as well. But do you agree North Carolina's been irrelevant for most of his existence? Has North Carolina, except for a couple of years when Mac Brown was there the first time, has North Carolina ever been anything in college football?
Well, they had another flash when they had Mac dancing in the locker room with the players.
Yeah, that was. I think they won 9 games that season.
Right. No, you're right. They said, why not give it a whirl, see what happens? I just this main skeptic in me is this whole. I don't envision Belichick dealing well with the mentality now of the college football player and the whole NIL and the portal.
Hey,
he
is dating a 25-year-old former college cheerleader, so who knows?
Well, maybe that'll help things. And I wish him the best.
Yeah. It'll be 2 reasons to go. His hot girlfriend.
He can scout his next girlfriend while he's on campus.
Right, yeah. Sure.
What else we got? Speaking of college football, UCF has hired a new offensive coordinator. Scott Frost made that announcement yesterday. He's hiring a guy named Steve Cooper, who's a Boise State offensive analyst. He will be the offensive coordinator at UCF. I'm suspecting, since Steve Cooper is not a sitting offensive coordinator right now, I'm assuming Scott Frost is probably going to call the plays and be the main play caller next season, but we shall see. So that announcement was made yesterday. Speaking of offensive coordinators, former UCF head coach Gus Malzahn had his introductory news conference yesterday up at Florida State as their new offensive coordinator. And Gus Malzahn said that the reason, or one of the main reasons he left UCF to be an offensive coordinator is, quote, the job description of a head college football coach has changed dramatically in the last 2 years with everything transfer portal to collectives to agents and everything that goes with that. I'm just an old school football coach. That's what he said. He said he wants to go call plays. I'll say this. If Gus were 8-4 this year instead of 4-8, he'd still be the coach at UCF. It always comes down to winning. Gus's problem wasn't so much the new landscape of college football. It was the fact that he wasn't very good at navigating it. Okay, so if he was really sick of it, would he still be coaching in any way in college football?
Yeah, I think the whole questioning where he was going this year started with the KJ Jefferson decision. To put all the eggs in that basket, and we saw how that worked or didn't work out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Did you guys see this story?
Is this? Are you
One
going to
thing
bring up the Ohio lawmaker who's trying to?
Yeah.
Oh God!
Is this the booze thing?
No, no. This is
State Representative Josh Williams in Ohio has presented a bill that would make it a felony if you plant a flag in the middle of the field at Ohio State Stadium. I mean, one thing that drives me crazy is these pandering kiss-ass politicians who use sports to get their names in the headlines. Come on.
this.
Agreed.
A felony
Right.
for planting a flag? Are you kidding me? How about telling the players, you're going to be suspended for a game if you do it or something like that? But good Lord.
I would like to point out and give credit to Dave Portnoy, who brought to the table the fact that this guy who's presenting this is from Toledo, which is closer to Michigan than and he claims is a hotbed of Michigan fans. So this could be a reverse trolling from Michigan on Ohio State.
Good God. This is what we need. Our politicians making laws about flag planting.
Right. Go worry about get the price of eggs down, you ass.
Right.
God, man, unbelievable.
Right.
All right, Bulldog.
The other big college football news: Rich Rodriguez. Rich Rod looks like he may be returning to West Virginia. So they're pulling a Scott Frost. They're bringing their old coach back.
Where's he been?
He's actually at Jacksonville State, which is playing in the Cure Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah. So he turned around Jacksonville State, and he's going to go back to West Virginia now. It looks like. Right. So good for him.
Mike the Bulldog Bianchi, host of Open Mic, weekday mornings on adjacent to us, AM 740 and FM 96.9 Game. Takes a few minutes from his show to give us the sports page each morning here on JRR, brought to you by Kaufman and Lind.
That's right. You can listen to Under Oath with attorney Jeff Kaufman every Saturday morning at 7:30 on FM 96.9 The Game. You can catch extended versions of Under Oath on your favorite streaming platform. Ho, ho!
Lynch and Taco. On demand. Download the iHeartRadio app.
From the Bogan